it, Mr. Speaker, because the Cabinet's all here. But I'm going to ask about something else, and it's the high price of electricity. There's an ongoing public fight between TransAlta and the province's electricity watchdog over allegations that the company intentionally manipulated the market to increase their profit margin. And there's a class action lawsuit against Direct Energy, which shows that this government deregulated electricity market is not working for Albertans. My question is to the Energy Minister. Why is your government failing to protect Albertans from market manipulation and high power prices?
The Honourable Minister responsible for electricity and renewable energy to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There have been many questions to this House in the last week of this nature. I can't emphasize enough that this government cares about electricity consumers. The Direct Energy case that's noted has been heard by the Alberta Utilities Commission as well, and they've made orders that directly respond to the consumers' needs, including issues around bills. I think they've done a fine job.
Just before we go on to the supplemental, I wonder if I could get the Minister of Justice to quickly comment. Is this matter sub judice or not?
I believe this matter is before the courts, Mr. Speaker.
You believe it is? Okay,
yes.
Then please govern yourself accordingly. Honourable Leader of the ND Opposition, with your supplemental, if you would, please.
I understand I was referencing the case, but not asking about it specifically. Documents clearly show that the PC's mess of an electricity system allows companies to manipulate the market in order to increase their profit margins. And an aggressive marketing tactics and outrageous late fees have seen Direct Energy be the subject of literally hundreds of complaints to the Better Business Bureau. The system is not working for Alberta families. Can the Energy Minister tell us why this government operates an electrical system that works for power companies' profits but against consumers?
Honourable Associate Minister, if you wish to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Answering these types of questions that we've had over the last week get to the borderline of interference and political interference into ongoing decisions that are being heard before the courts or before the Alberta Utilities Commission. And if we are talking about the protection of consumers, I think every one of us has to pay attention to the kinds of questions and answers we provide in this House. We cannot politicize regulatory process.
So, Honourable Member, please be very careful with your question here, as the Justice Minister has indicated that the matter is sub judice. It means it's before the courts. Now, that's his comment. So let's hear your final.
With all due respect, Mr. Speaker, this doesn't bear on any court cases. This bears on government negligence in imposing a deregulated electricity system on the people of the province and driving up prices so that power companies can make more money. And the dodge that was given by that Associate Minister just doesn't cut it, Mr. Speaker. I want to ask the real Energy Minister this question. Are power prices in this province too high or not? Yes or no?
The Honourable Associate Minister.
The unreal Energy Minister will answer your question. The real questions that we think are fundamental to Albertans is, are companies in this province allowed to engage in anti-competitive behaviour? And the answer is no. Are Albertans being protected? Absolutely. We're the only jurisdiction in Canada without a public utilities debt, the only to assign risk to investors rather than taxpayers, and we have the fastest growing electricity grid in North America.